Yes, this is Keleena. It is July 2020. We've got another massive month of change going on. It's already started, and today is the first time I'm recording this. I've had information coming in since June 23rd. When I got, I was woken up again, or it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I was given all this information. So I'm going to share some of the stuff with you that I received on that morning. And for me, some of it does not make sense. I'm like, what? So I feel like when I read the things, I'm going to be able to receive information on. So I'll share those in a minute. First, it's a 7 month, so it's the 7th month of the year, and 7 is the number of spirituality to me. It's always been that. It's also the 11th universal month, okay? Because if you add the 7 to the year, which is a 4, you have 11. So this is 7-11. Now, those of you that have been following my stuff for, I don't know, for a long time, I've been receiving the number 7-11 or 11-7 or 7-11-11. But this, I feel, is the big month that this is applicable to. And it's a huge month, another month of spiritual awakening at another level, a deeper level, new people awakening. It's also, the number 11 is higher awareness. The number 1 is new beginnings. So you have new beginnings duplicated. Now the new beginnings for me really correlate with those of you that are working on your creation. Those of you that are making the change in your lives for something new, new jobs, new, moving to somewhere new, new relationships, new projects. There's so much going on with creation. Take advantage of this right now, because this is the year. This is the year of 4 year. It's the foundation year. This is building a new foundations, okay? But this month specifically is so powerful. There's still so much change happening. There's still much that people don't understand. Like I talked about last month, there's going to be people that are going to continue to be angry. You may even feel anger coming up in you. And like I said last month, I said, don't take it out on someone else. Okay, if you get angry, go scream in your pillow, go outside and scream in the woods, go under the water, and everyone just scream under the water. Do whatever you can to release it, but not take your anger out on someone else. Because everybody is going through a transformation within them. These deep, dark things of so many past lives are coming up, and you're seeing it happen in the collective in the world, okay? So these things that are coming up from you are happening in the world. Also, those things that are happening outside that are making others angry, don't pay attention to that stuff, okay? Don't watch the news. Don't get involved in that stuff. That's where they control, want you to be, so that you go into fear. Stay away from that. You're a light worker. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to hold our light. This is one of the most important months of this year so far for all light workers to hold their highest trajectory, their highest love. Be in your heart. Just shine your love. Expand your light. Be outside on Gaia. I'm connected to the New Earth crystalline grid. All you have to do is say, Gaia, please connect me to your New Earth crystalline grid, and you're going to feel that energy coming and flowing up from her. It feels like, literally feels like electricity when I do it. So do that. Gaia's got our backs, okay? As long as we've got her, she's got ours, okay? Remember to thank her and love her and do everything for her that she needs. You can also ask her, Gaia, what do you need for me to do for you today? And she will give you either a sign or, for me, I can hear her. I speak with her. I actually go work with her inside the earth. So, but she'll either give you a sign, she'll show you something, you'll have a feeling. Pay attention, really listen, okay? And she might send you little signs in nature. So it's a 7-11 month. Also, this month all the way through the 11th, there is a lot of energies and shiftings taking place, and really having to be focused and allowing yourself the shifts and changes that are happening, because a lot of you are going to be feeling these waves of energy that are continuing to happen. You feel like really high, really blissy, but also very tired. A lot of people are feeling really, really exhausted for the last couple of days. I mean, it started a few days ago. For me, I'm not tired during the day, but in the morning when I go to get up, I just don't want to get out of bed. I'm exhausted. but I'm also probably not sleeping enough because I'm working so much. Spirit's got me working so much that I'm just probably not. I need to go to bed a little earlier. You're also feeling tired during the day. Now, what they told me is there is a cellular regeneration that is going on. Because I asked when I woke up in the morning and I just couldn't move. I said, okay, what is this? And they said cellular regeneration. And I said, the physical body cellular regeneration. And they said, it is not the same as the cellular regeneration that is of the physical third dimensional body. It's a different cellular generation that has to do with the light body. It's the cellular regeneration that activates the crystalline core within you at a different level. And it's based on your current structure and your current position in your process. They're saying something about resilience. There's so much coming in right now. But just allow the flow of everything that's happening. If you're tired, take a nap. It's so important to be in balance, okay? Take a nap. So, I've got so much information that has come in since June 23rd, 2020. When I get up in the middle of the night, I turn on my phone, I type it in, I go back to sleep. So the first thing they said was try circulatory patterning. Then they said springboard communications. Now this all has to do with the human, okay? Arterial harmonizing, infiltrating spectrum light patterns, coaxial manifestation, light sound therapy, synchronistic art patterning. Then they gave you the numbers 33333/5, 333333/6. To me, that is some kind of sacred geometry code. So I feel like that has to do with a specific geometry shape I'm feeling. Then they gave manifestation, celestial growth, and monetization failure. Those are key words that when I say them to you, you're going to be activated for some of these things that are going on. You don't have to try and understand them or what they are, figure them out. They're just key words. And some of them I actually wrote some things down. Cellular regeneration takes place in the human structure in a process that involves time in the third dimensional body. However, with the changes currently occurring upon your planet, the structure is no longer preparing itself for this dimensional frequency anymore. There is a new body that is taking place through the spectrums of light on the DNA activations that everyone is receiving through several different outsources. I started writing this, so this was just flowing. Human genome is receiving that anticipated regeneration of the new light. I don't know what that word is that I typed. Something that is formatting into a process that will obtain the higher frequency of light to create a new spectrum of this within each individual that will result in the transformation of unification of oneness. Sensitivity is becoming quite revealing for many. Sounds, places, persons, foods are no longer represented in the requirements that one need or once needed as a 3D human. And then they say, see that which one reveals to thyself as the one is all that we are. And then there's more, I've got more coming in. So that was a divine message in the middle of the night as well. So these things I'm bringing you, if you don't understand them, it's okay, don't worry about that. Let me go into the rest of the information I brought. Very important, it is the 4th of July. The independence of the United States is celebrated. And everybody knows that we have got a lunar eclipse, full moon. There's another gateway opening on that day. The freedom codes, the second wave of freedom codes are going to be taking place on that day. And the vision that I see with it is I'm seeing underneath the United States, I see this huge star crystal. It's like it's a grid, but it looks literally like a star, okay? Not like a 5-pointed star, but like a star, like a sun star or something like that. That's what they're showing me. And this huge activation that's going to be occurring in the center of that grid, in the core of this grid. It's going to illuminate, okay? There's going to be an alignment, they're showing me, something with the sun. There's going to be a direct alignment coming in. And it's going to just start running through the grid like rapid fire. It's like, and it's going to be expanding on the 4th of July. And it's just going to be flowing through. And those of you that are crystal beings, those of you that are light workers, the grid workers, gatekeepers, all of that. A lot of you already know about this, but this is the time to really be on the earth and connecting to that energy and taking that energy through your body and through your heart and expanding it out and being on that love vibration when you're doing this and just expanding this energy all over the entire globe. This energy is going to be running through the United States first, and from here it's going to be running all the way around the entire globe, connecting to all of these very high level, high frequency crystal beds that are in the earth. And it can't be stopped. It won't be stopped. There is nothing that can stop it. This is the work of God. This is the work of the divine. This is the light. So it cannot be stopped. And it's up to all of you to be that pillar of light, shining pillar of light on that day and participate in that and do that. Those of you that are my Patreon members, we have a special day that day. We're going to be doing stuff live with that, and it's going to be for all tiers. We've included all tiers that day because we want to have as many people in there as we can. So those of you that are not Patreon members, level tier 1 is $11.11 for a whole month of stuff. If you're interested and you want to participate on that day, William and I will be leading people through this. It's going to be a fantastic event. Okay, so also I have for this month of July, I've got so much stuff coming in, but of course, freedom with the freedom codes. I pulled that card. I pulled 3 cards. I'm like, I just want to have 3 cards just for fun, just to see what I get. I got freedom, so it's a freedom card. That's the day. It's the United States. This is all starting around the United States. But this is worldly freedom. This is for freedom for everyone, okay? Every single human being on this planet. We are sovereign beings, and this is what is taking place right now with the destruction and dismantling of everything else that doesn't work. The next card I had was magic. I've been talking about that for a couple months now, maybe 3. Magic is taking, it's magic is your abilities are coming online. And this month, a lot of you are going to be really connecting with another level as you awaken at that deeper level to more of your abilities, okay? Be ready. And also I got the balance card because it's really, you're going to feel tired this month because of the cellular regeneration that's occurring. So make sure to sleep. If you're exhausted during the day, take a nap and give yourself time to step back, lay down, even if it's a 15-minute cat nap, 20-minute cat nap, or whatever. Take that nap and regenerate your own self. Get yourself some rest, okay, because you're really going to need it. I'm feeling tired, like right now. I'm actually feeling tired, and it's, what time is it here? It's 8:40 in the evening. So I am feeling it, but I've also been feeling like blissy during the day, like really high. I go out and work on Gaia. In between sessions, I'll get out on Gaia because I'm called all day. Get outside, get outside, get outside. So I have to get on Gaia and do things, and I'll get these waves of energy coming through me, and I'm really blissy and really high, and I feel like I'm just like flowing like watery, like maybe slow lava. It's been absolutely fantastic. We also have that plasmic light that's been coming in, the plasmic like liquid, and it looks like, I think I talked about this in my last video, but it's like it's the pastel colors, and all these geometric shapes were coming in when I was bringing in information. But the geometric shape, it wasn't just like this. It wasn't a geometric. It was the shape, but it had like the light like sparking out of it, of the pastel colors, and it was just coming at me from the universe, and it was just absolutely fantastic. I'm like, look at that coming in. So there was just so much going on. Okay, so the next thing I got when I was allowing the information to come through was Atlantis. Now, we all know, or most of us know, that the United States is the new Atlantis, okay? And there's a lot of us here that lived during Atlantis. I lived during Atlantis. I worked in all the temples, including the Temple of Poseidon. I actually worked in that one too. And that was the one that was really, it was really illuminated, but also hard for, most people didn't work in that one. You had to be able to get there through different ways of means. But I remember working in that one a lot as well. And we had lives there. You had, Atlantis was a long, long time. So many people had many, many lives there, and some people had chosen maybe a few. But the USA is the new Atlantis. And what I got with this is Atlantis, the new rights of Atlantis are being released. So I'm really not positive what this is. I also got with Atlantis crystal grid light up. So I feel like that crystal grid that's going to be lighting up was left from during those times. But the new rights of Atlantis are coming. And let me see if my guides will give me anything. They're saying it's the restructuring of that which does not work. So the new rights of Atlantis, it's for humanity. So things are going to change with the rights that people have, is what they're giving me. The people's rights are going to change, and this is for the better. Okay, so what this crystal grid lights up, it's going to release information, ancient wisdom, ancient information that they're saying hold bear to the freedom codes, which also hold bear to the rights of Atlantis. So like almost like the original rights, the original life that when we lived there that were so loving and higher consciousness vibration, and you didn't live by these ridiculous rules and stuff that are on the earth right now. Yeah, to me, it's just a game. It's part of the game. So the next thing I got is codes of grace, acceptance. So the codes of grace, there's new codes of grace that are going to be coming up, and the acceptance of yourself I received as well. But these codes of grace desecrate the fall, is what I got. They desecrate the fall. And so what I saw was sacred spaces that have been hidden or blocked by energies that won't let us, or couldn't utilize them, or certain structures that covered certain sacred areas, they're going to be removed. And how Gaia wants to remove them, Gaia will remove them. If she needs to make an earthquake, if she needs to do whatever, she's going to do it. I'm also seeing with that, I'm seeing these huge crystal beds coming up from the earth. So I've been saying that for a couple weeks, and they're just like inching up, inching up, inching up, inching up. They're coming up with earthquakes and stuff, and that land underneath is moving, and it's creating more shakeups and wake-ups, okay? And as it's moving, it's pushing these crystal beds up. And these are very high frequency and highly vibrational centers and places on the planet. And a lot of us know where these are. But things are built over them so that you can't access them, but also so that those places can take advantage of that energy, and they're not utilizing it properly. They're utilizing it for the wrong reasons. So this is the fall that I feel is going to be happening. If things have been built on top of these sacred places, these sacred areas, these sacred lands, and they're going to be, it's going to be removed. It's going to be removed. So the next thing I got is reputable, which is persons being reputable and came with truth, wisdom, love, and this is for humanity. To be reputable right now, especially the persons that are trying to assist the country with everything that's going on, their reputations are really on the line, and those that are causing more of the negativity, their reputations going bye-bye. So you're seeing the truth more, and you're seeing how people that used to have these fantastic reputations of being, they donate to here, they donate to there, and they do all these causes and stuff, and how it's just a cover up for them. You're going to see a lot more of this, okay? It's all part of their cover up game. It's coming forth. Liberation, I have freedom codes of 1, unity and abundance I got with that. So liberating yourself from the patriarchal timeline, the controlled third dimensional reality. That includes those kind of jobs. A lot of people are liberating themselves from those things where they're working, you know, so many hours a day and you never get a pay raise or a thank you or whatever, and it's just not going anywhere for you and you're stuck in a rut. A lot of you are liberating from that. You're liberating from that old way, and you're creating your new reality, which is going to bring the abundance and the flow that you've been wanting for a long time. Now, one thing I want to say with that is create something that utilizes your abilities, utilizes what you're really good at, okay? Just like, you know, my stuff is with my activations and light language and multidimensional quantum energy healer, and there's so many other things as well that I do, because I'm allowing the stuff to come through as I'm going through and doing the inner work. You allow more of you to come forward, and that's what a lot of you are going to be connecting with this month. You're really going to be allowing those abilities that you have, that you've always had, to come forward, so that you can actually take control of your life in a way where you're not chained, is what they're showing me. The chains are releasing. The chains that bind, you're disconnecting, and you're not going to be chained anymore, and that you're going to create your own freedom, okay? Next word that I got was truth. So with that, they said stand up, stand in your truth, and don't let others influence what you feel about a situation or what you feel about what's going on the earth, or what you feel. But stay in neutrality, don't side with things. And even though I don't really like the mask thing, I'm like, I'm not gonna wear it just because for me, can't wear it because it makes me, I can't breathe. I just can't breathe. So that's for me, I can't handle that. But I'm not siding whether it's good or bad, I just can't breathe. So stand up for your rights, okay? Know the truth in everything. You find your own truth by feeling in your heart. That's the most important thing. Receive your own answers. Again, I always talk about this. There's an 11-minute video on my YouTube called Follow Your Heart, How to Follow Your Heart. Watch it. Your body is a physical tool. It's what we use it for. We're meant to use it for, so that you can learn how to utilize it with the proper way of learning energy. And when you ask yourself a question, you're going to know exactly what your answer is when you follow your heart, and it responds to the answers that you're going to ask, okay? The next word I have is justice. So that when I got just justice, all I kept seeing is the dismantling of everything that's already still going on. It's been going on for a while. I actually saw it starting like last year. So it's already happening. Exposure is the next word I got. What does that say? Something hidden rises. Emotional. I need to look at my notes because I was writing so fast. What's hidden rises. Okay, this is what's hidden rises, and this is not only in what's hidden in the things in the world that have been hidden by your politicians, things like that, by the doctors, by the pharmaceutical companies, all that stuff. It's also what's hidden within you that's rising. So a lot of like the dark shadowy side that you haven't been able to reach, it's coming up. That starts coming up, and it's rising, and it's transforming. And this is one of the reasons also that you're feeling tired as well. Just allow it to come up. It's lifetimes and lifetimes of things that are going to come up, and anger and depression and those things. When you feel that, take that energy. If you're feeling that, take it into your heart and say, I forgive myself, and I forgive all others. And then you just, see when I say that, my heart just expands so big. It transforms that energy into love, and then it transforms the way you feel, Okay, and it's really good to do that when you're on the earth, on Gaia, on the crystalline grid, because she helps transform the energy as well. Okay, the next thing I have is respect and dignity. That was the next thing. Humanity must, I think, restore their dignity. I think that's what it says. Humanity must restore their dignity. So respect yourself. Look at the things that you've done in life. And, you know, when you respect yourself, again, everything is collective consciousness. When you respect yourself and the things that you do, it changes the collective consciousness. It changes what's going on the planet. So it's like compassion, okay? So when you're having compassion for yourself and for others, that compassion expands on the planet. Like the love expands upon the planet. So it's really, really important to respect yourself and bring back dignity, because so many people just kind of let everything go and just started like acting like animals. So let's bring that back. Be the loving human that you are. And this is how we change the world together. The next word I have is deny. And so with that, I got say no. So what they are saying with that, say no to the things and to the people that are trying to push you into things that are not what you want to do or what you believe is right for you. Say no, okay? You have the right to say no. You have the right to your sovereign being. This is your freedom. This is your life. Just, you can say no. You are allowed to say no. It is your right. Utilize it, okay? The last thing that I have here on this page is the glass. I kept seeing glass ceilings breaking. So that is a change in structures in, what is this for, please? People are not being capped anymore. Okay. The glass ceilings are breaking. As the glass ceilings are breaking, equality is rising, is what they're showing me. And this is equality for all humanity. So they're showing me that glass ceilings can refer to many different situations, but they're breaking. They're just literally, like, they're showing me they're just crashing in. So however glass ceilings are applicable to you, know that that structure and that change is happening. Then I got magic, manifesting. Magic and manifesting is going to be very high this month. Again, so continue to do, focus on your creating the things that you want to create, and surrendering and allowing as well. Very, very important. I'm just going to look really quick here and see if I have that information that I wanted to, because some of those things that I brought in the beginning, I had gotten some of the information on, but I don't see it. So I'm asking if it's necessary, if I even bring it up. Okay, so one of the things that they talked about, sync art patterning of the spectrums of light that creates sacred geometrical spheres and otherworldly symbolization that has been occurring on this planet, on all planets for eons of time. This will occur in each individual to create a harmonic balance. No two are the same, yet all are one. One is all. So this has to do with that, one of those things that I said in the beginning, sync art patterning. You know, I talked about a lot of things. The failure, monetization failure. They said failure of money system not applicable to the current phenomena taking place. Therefore, the system will fail it. Okay, so whatever that means for you guys, this is triggering codes for you. So you can take that information and see how it applies for you. Arterial harmonizing, that has to do with the heart. So that's the harmonizing, the arterial harmonizing, the harmonizing of the balance of the heart and the mind, okay, the masculine and the feminine, the balance within you, the union within you. Yeah, that's a balance of the masculine and feminine within you. It's really, really important to stay in balance this month, not just with the masculine and feminine within you, but staying in balance with your work, staying in balance with making sure you sleep, get rest, drink tons of water, because with this cellular regeneration, it's going to make you dehydrated. So make sure that you do that. Let's see if I have any other notes from that came through. No, some of them you probably can figure out on your own. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's see if I have anything else. If not, I'm going to go ahead and do activations. And while you're sitting here, I'd like you to see my dove, my peace dove. This is a photo that I took in the sky when I had been working with the energies of Venus and Aphrodite in 2017. And when I finished that work in the mountains in Colorado, they presented a peace dove to me. That's also the symbol of Aphrodite and Venus as well. So you can see, you can literally see the beak on the dove and the eye with even the little dot in the center. It's so beautiful. And the wings, I'm just moving all the way so you guys can see it, because it was such a beautiful, beautiful manifestation. I get so much symbology in the clouds. For they're always like, for me, that's my gift that I've completed something for Gaia and for a part of my mission. So, okay, do I have anything else, please? Okay, no, we're complete. So I'm going to do your activations. And I'm going to move, let's see if I can move back anymore. Okay. Open hearts. Yahana. Suntyonta Kuratamo Santamaya. Kyoto Kuroshunta Kurosunta Aya. Sikiato kusunte, Shishikarakanda Karasokotora, Kashanta Enta, Mauto Krokotokorosokotana, Shishikikarakate, Namakura Necessicante, Mininiana or Koriana Shari, and the we're getting throat chakra stuff for a lot of you. I'm getting throat chakra. As I know who's going to be listening, the throat chakra has to do with the creativity as well as the sacral chakra. If you've got a block in your sacral chakra or your throat chakra, you're not going to be able to create. So we need to get that open. Oh, you know, hoy and a high and a hoy, high, Sanne chiama alla cantante per sua cultura, Shin Maratha. I'm feeling it for a lot of you on the left side of the throat. So that's a divine feminine. So those of you that are holding back, speaking your truth, and suppressing your voice, that have been raised like that as divine feminine, you know, we can't speak up because we're a woman. It's time to break that barrier, okay? It's time to step into your power. And I know a lot of you goddesses are already doing that, but there's still some of you that haven't because you're still holding on to some fear or something. This is going to be shifting this month for a lot of you. And a lot of you are going to be getting angry and your voices will start to, you will start to speak up. So let's see. Can't we can balance that, please? I can't think of something. I can really feel it. Okay, I've got the elementals here that want to speak, so I'm going to let them come in. And then when the elementals come in, they're very high pitched, they're very fun, they're very like flirty energy. This is to activate your connection to the elemental kingdom, which is so, so, so important for people to get out there and really connect with Gaia, Mother Nature, to the elements. You've seen the fairy postings I've been putting up. They're all over inside my house. They're outside, and they keep showing themselves to me. And what I was told is that they completely trust me, especially when I sing light language to them. They know who I am, is what they said. So they trust me. And I was told also by another being, another ascended master, is that they trust my pure heart, and that's why they're showing themselves. So when they start showing themselves to you, it's such a good sign, okay? Relax. Oh, their energy is so loving and sweet. Okay, so that's it for now for this first video for July. Of course, I'll be doing another one for the Patreon clients, Patreon members for the second half. The first tier gets the second half. The second half of July is going to be intense. Not that this first half isn't, but it's going to be even more intense. So this first half up to the 11th, you know, do the best you can, hang and hold your balance, be on the grid, be in your highest trajectory, be in your highest love, your highest light vibration, light workers, you know, gatekeepers. Everybody's getting out there. Get out there and do your part. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what you've been training for. This is the work you're here to do. Get out there, get on the grid, shine your light, be in your heart, and be in love. It's who you are. It's who you've always been and always will be. We are one. Kianta koroshunta, naite sienta, opute ikiana aya. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. I love you. If you want to have a personal session, check out my website, www.keleenamiller.com, or if you want to join Patreon for all kinds of support through the entire month, it's www.patreon.com/Sacred Heart Love. Okay, I'll see you guys at the second half of July. I love you. Bye.